Hello YouTube, the Tech Network 98 here, and I have none other on my screen than with the Windows 8 Release Edition. Yes, it's Windows 8. And this is your logon, lock screen. And I was confused here. I mean, yes, this looks nice. This is an awesome look for Windows 8. I mean, cool picture there, which can be changed. And your time, your date, stuff like that. This looks cool. But, I mean, how do you log in? I kept clicking around in different spots, but all this window kept doing is kind of bouncing up and down whenever I clicked. I just kept doing it in a bunch of different spots, and I couldn't figure it out. And I spent forever on this. And I just could not figure it. It was so annoying. I finally realized, because I saw it bouncing whenever I did that. So I thought, okay, how about I drag it upwards? Which is in fact right. You have to drag the window. See? Click, hold, drag. Seems kind of annoying to me personally. Here, usually your logon screen, you can type in your password. And press enter, and here. So we're in. Alright, just had to drag that window. But, whoa. I'm like, this is different. This is not the Windows 8 I remember. I mean, this is not the Windows I remember. What happened to the start menu? So I'm like, where's my desktop? So I look around and I see this desktop icon. So I click that. I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. This is my desktop. Nice. We got our icons, our taskbar, our clock, our icons, our start button. Oh, wait, where is the start button? There is no start button. And I realized to get to your start menu, you have to go to the bottom corner. And when you do, this little icon appears. You go to the bottom left corner where the start button used to be, and the handy dandy little icon appears. So I'm like, okay, start menu, sweet. So I click this, and I'm right back here. Well, where's my start menu? And then it dawned on me. And the main reason it hit me was because I saw the word start here. This screen has replaced the start menu in Windows 8. There no longer is a start menu. Well, alright, I'm like, alright, I guess I can get used to this, that's fine. So I decided to open one of these apps here. I see a bunch of apps. So I decided to write weather, because I have my location in here. It asked me, it automatically looks like it picked up my location. Yeah, here we go, that's cool. Alright, 77 degrees, here we go. I can scroll. Let's see. We got our forecast here. This is nice. What does this do? Well, it's kind of cool. It gives me all the different categories. I can scroll across here. Oh, we got hourly forecast. It's nice. Maps, which are animated if you click on them, I think. Yeah, it's loading them to be animated. This is cool. And then historical weather for like temperatures, rainfall, and snow days. So okay, weather. I'm like, this is cool. But then I look once again. It dawned. How do I close this? Let's look at the top. There's no minimize, maximize, close buttons. I did notice when I go along the top of the page, my cursor turns into a little hand. Oh, sorry, that bar that just showed up was my virtual machine, my VMware bar. So basically you have to go to the top of the window and drag it downwards to the bottom of the screen and then release to close it. So I'm like, okay, I guess I can get used to that. So then I installed Skype on here. I downloaded Skype using the new Internet Explorer, which is also one of those kinds of apps. As you see, they've changed it. Here is your taskbar. You have all your options, your recent sites. Alright, this is fine. If you right click, it brings up your tabs. Okay, I'll get used to that, I guess. So as I downloaded Skype, and I opened Skype here. Well, Skype opens like a normal window. Not like one of those ones we saw just a couple minutes ago, which are called Metro style. This actually opened as a normal window with minimize, maximize, close buttons. So then I got really confused, because I'm wondering, why are there two kinds of Windows? Well, all of Microsoft's applications, which can be gotten from the Microsoft Store, as well as the ones that come on here, all of Microsoft's applications are being made in Metro. Like Mail. The Mail is really cool. I currently don't have any messages right now. But they have a ton of apps here, and all of Microsoft's are Metro. But any other companies that have made apps for like Windows 7 already, Microsoft has kept their old desktop view just so it works with those apps. So my personal thinking is Microsoft, if they could, would go all Metro on us. But they've kept the desktop view in for those apps that don't support it yet, which I like. Like Recycle Bin. Here's Windows Explorer. Pretty cool, except whoa. Windows Explorer is the ribbon now, like Microsoft Office. Yep, yes it does. I'm fine with that. I like the ribbon. Cool. Then if I go into my start menu, if I can find the little thing here, there we go, and start typing, you can just start typing from anywhere to search for like apps and stuff, like Skype. This isn't Windows Explorer. Alright, what if I search for files? Or settings, okay, settings. This is not Windows Explorer. This is completely different. And that's the thing. There's also almost like two Windows Explorers. Now, also, if I go to the bottom right corner of the screen, it brings up this. It's called the Charm Bar. Don't know where they got the name. But to get to your control panel, normally you'd go into the start menu. Well, there's nothing in there. Instead, you go to the Charm Bar, click on Settings, and here it gives you, some of your settings. Like, oh, control panel. Here's my control panel. But that's not actually what the control panel is anymore. I mean, you got some options here, personalization, PC mode, cool. But the new control panel in Windows 8 is actually, you can access the Charm Bar from anywhere. So I could do it in Start Menu too. The control panel in Windows 8, you actually click Change PC Settings from the Charm Bar. How I did that, I went to the Charm Bar, click Settings, and then Change PC Settings. Here is the new control panel. Now here's where you can change all your backgrounds, your colors, your texts, users, notifications, search options, share, general, privacy, devices, ease of access, sync your settings, home group, and Windows updates. So all your control panel settings. It's cool, but once again, they also have two versions of it. They have a Metro like that, and then if you saw when I was on my desktop and I went to the Charm Bar settings, they also have the regular control panel. I think the Metro looks cooler, but this one is what I'm used to. And I don't get why they put both of them in. It just doesn't make sense to me. Nonetheless, Windows 8, in my opinion, while it is confusing to get used to, especially on the lock screen and closing programs, Metro is confusing in this. I think it's something everyone will have to get used to, because I think it's what's going to start being used all the time now. Because even though Microsoft does have like two versions of control panel, and some apps, while some apps still are normal like this, a lot of stuff is going Metro. Like all these all these apps in the start menu, and the Metro control panel. Anyways, that's all for me. I'll see you in my next review. Goodbye, if I can quit my screen recorder. Oh yeah, I got exit full screen. Yeah, Windows 8, I'd get it, but you have to get used to it. Here's my screen recorder. See you guys.